Shalom. Rocky, bear with me. Lord willing, I'll be brief. Shalom, shalom. As always, I want to start off with giving all honor and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone, who will teach on the sound doctrine, being a great example to the ministry and the body of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Strong shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude and the children that the Lord have mercy on these last days. Brother HAQADASH come back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Lord willing, is edifying. Let me just show this video real quick. I was trying to find, I couldn't. See, this is what happens when you don't do it right away. I was trying to find this animation dealing with this topic that I cannot find no more. And there's other piece of information that I wanted to show, but I can't find that either. So Lord willing, it's still edifying. Now the basis of this lesson is going to be based off Cristobal Colon, who the world ignorantly calls Christopher Columbus, okay, which is Latin, okay. So we're going to use him as the basis for the image of Esau for this lesson, all right. So I want to show y'all this real quick. Let me share this because you can see by the title it says there was no mercy. It should be recompense. I believe that's what it is. Let me see. Share screen. Okay. Slide here. Come on, man.
Evil. Pure evil. Invader. He got lost coming here, and he's the one that named us Indians because he thought he was in India. So he's not a good figure to the native community.
Which is facts. Which I just recently learned about that. Christopher Columbus, he called the Gadites and the Reubenites, right, and the other respective tribes of the Northern Kingdom. He called them Indians, okay, because he thought he was in Asia, like she said, okay, because it was a term. The Asians, so-called Asians, were the ones who were in the ancient world. Well, not ancient world, but they were known as the Indians. Okay, we're not gonna go into the word, but that's just a fun fact.
Confused?
I don't think we should have a holiday for it.
Pain, claiming North America as like land that could be claimed and could be taken. It's the start of a lot of pain.
Christopher Columbus.
I guess ignorance.
About murder, rapist, genocide. The atrocities committed, just grotesque. And the scars are still felt today.
Evil. Evil.
Fuck yeah. Fuck Columbus.
Fuck Christopher Columbus.
That's a big fuck you. He's the first terrorist in America, that's for sure.
So according to the U.S. government law, it says if you partake in somebody that's stealing, then you're just as guilty. Everybody knows the United States was stolen. So therefore, all those that are original, that knows about the genocide, the rape, the murder, the theft, the putting on the reservations on a rock that they couldn't survive on, they're going to have to face judgment.
Murderer, rapist. It always was weird to me to have that day off in celebration of something.
As you see, they can't do nothing without the alphabet community. But like the dude said, they're gonna have to face judgment, which is this lesson. What this lesson is about.
Like, we don't have a day for Hitler, but it's it's the same day.
Like there are so many other people that Italian Americans or Italians can hold up as their heroes besides Columbus.
Wrong.
Fake.
Fake.
What do they teach you about Christopher Columbus in school?
They teach us that Christopher Columbus discovered America.
What should they teach?
That Christopher Columbus didn't discover anything and instead got lost.
All right, so like I said, we're gonna use him as the basis for the image of Esau. All right, for this lesson because it's something that I want out of this. Now, real quick, let me show you something real quick. Because the point of it all is that, all right, the point of it all, and shalom to everybody tuning in, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, HAQADASH, Barakatham to you and your family and your households. Yeah, so, you have different accounts, I think, let me see, in one of the accounts, I think it came from this book, what is it called? Bear with me. I think it's out of this book, The History of the Indies, I believe. But there was a quote that said that Christopher Columbus didn't put down his sword before only an hour. That's how much blood that he has shed, man. The very land that we dwell on, it has nothing but blood on this land. The souls of the Israelites crieth out, man. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. This is Revelations 18. And 24, in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. So in Babylon the Great, which is what this chapter is talking about, Babylon is fallen. Okay, you have it where all the all 12 tribes dwell, and on this land, it's been the most gruesomest genocide that the world has ever seen. All right, when you go to Daniel 9 and 12, it says, and he have confirmed his words which he spake against us, right? Because the Lord said if we didn't listen, he was gonna have to punish us, and this is the way he punished us, by using the sword. Okay, and he said the sword is not in vain. So that sword being Esau, Edom, that whipping stick, that rod of correction, okay, to his children. And Esau, that's why he does it perfectly, because he fulfills his lot perfectly, because he's designed to be the wicked. All right, so when we get chastised by this man, it's done in perfection. or just on the left hand side. Okay, it says Daniel 9:12, and he talking about Yahawah have confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us by bringing upon us a great evil. It's like that great evil, like when you could read in Deuteronomy 28, a nation of fierce countenance. Okay, that great evil. We read First Maccabees. When they really grasp power, evils multiply on the earth. The Lord brought that great evil upon us, which is Esau, Edom. Them hovering over us means that they bring death or darkness into the world. Okay, Job 10:21. It says, "Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness in the shadow of death, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness." So their light is as darkness, and their darkness is light. So they're counterfeits, they're backwards. All right. So the Lord, that's that great evil that the Lord brought upon us, because by this man ruling, therefore we suffer, we're oppressed. So it says, "For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem." So what you saw the Gadites and different people talking about, it's never been done to us, to any other like to us, to any other nation on the face of the world, man. Okay, they can't figure out how to make us be extinct, because we will never be extinct, man. Matter of fact, let's get one more on that. This is Malachi 3:6. It says, "For I am Yahawah, change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed." So we will never be consumed. Yahawah is, he mocked Esau and said, if you can number the stars, if you could count the sand of the sea, then Israel will cease to exist. When you read Exodus 1, let's just grab it real quick. I didn't plan on grabbing none of these, but we can grab it real quick. This is Exodus 1. And let's just read the point. It says, Exodus 1:7, "And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiply and wax exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them." You see, it says, let's jump down. And he said unto his people, "Behold, the people of children of Yashar'Allah are more and mightier than we. Come and let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land." Right. So, verse 12, "But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Yashar'Allah." So the more Esau, Edom, because they're the modern day Egyptians. So the more that they try to afflict us, while to serve with rigor, right, to build their cities and and to build their palace, right, their heaven, the more we multiply. So therefore, it becomes harder and harder and harder to try to keep track of us. It becomes harder and harder for them to reign like they want to reign, because they have, like we read in Job 10:22, they have no order. So all the genocide and the killings that they have done upon the people of the book is they're gonna receive double, man. Okay. So it says let me read this little quote real quick. I'm gonna read this first. It says, "Upon landing on the island, which he will call San Salvador, present-day Bahamas, Columbus immediately went to work finding gold and enslaving the native populations. Specifically, Columbus, upon seeing the Arawaks, the peoples of the region, come out of the forest frightened of the men with swords, but bearing gifts, wrote in his journal." Right, this is what the movie Apocalypto is about. Right, at the end of the movie, you had the Crusades, or so-called, when Christopher Columbus, came upon the seashores, and you had the man and his wife and their child go back into the forest. You see, They ain't never seen these people. They ain't never seen their kind before. They came with the cross on their, their boats and everything. They came with the Christianity doctrine. Okay, the corrupt and watered down version. And so they knew that they could present that to a people of ignorance. Ignorance meaning like not the lack of knowledge towards one's agenda or information that they have. All right, so it says specifically Columbus, upon seeing the Arawaks, the people of the region come out of the forest, frightened of the men with swords. Okay, meaning their guns. Okay, maybe literal swords, but bearing gifts. Wrote in, it says, but bearing gifts. You see, because Jake always trying to come in peace, man. You see, but also Esau came with gifts. Okay, matter of fact, let's grab that real quick. This is Proverbs 19:5. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall not escape. Many will entreat the favor of the prince, and every man is a friend to him that giveth gifts. You see, so, hey, man, that's what he did, man. He came bearing gifts. It says, wrote in his journal, they do not bear arms because we had no reason to war. All right, and do not know them, for I showed them a sword. You see, and a lot of my people in my family are Gadites, man, and Reubenites, man. My people used to tell me stories about how they used to tell time by the stars, make their own medicines, and different stuff like that. It says, and do not know them, for I showed them a sword. They took it by the edge and cut themselves out of ignorance. They will make fine servants. You see that? With 50 men, we could subjugate them all and make them do whatever we want. So, I'm not gonna read this whole thing. It's a lot of information. You can get out of this. Like right here, it says routinely use the R word. I'm not gonna say it for the sake of the video. Of women as a reward for his lieutenants. So they would ravish. I say that they would ravish the women, because when you read here, it goes more in detail about that topic. But all right, so let's go back. It's like it.
Children in the United States learned that Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1492. But since there were already millions of people living on the American continents when he arrived, what is Columbus's real importance in history? This video will show what really happened during his voyages between two worlds and how they helped shape the world we know today. In 1451, Columbus was born in the Republic of Genoa. There he began his sailing career, but in 1477 he was hired as a merchant mariner for King John II of Portugal. Portugal was gaining power on the seas, colonizing Atlantic islands and establishing trade with African kingdoms. By the 1480s, they found out the Indian Ocean was on the other side of Africa. This discovery gave them a fast and cheap trade route to the rich goods of Asia. During Portugal's rise in power, a group of European scholars thought the Earth was smaller than what was previously believed. This meant one could reach Asia by sailing west. Because of the newly invented printing press, Columbus read about these recent theories and was enthralled with the idea of sailing west for riches.
Because Christopher Columbus was going to the different islands, right? He went to the so-called Bahamas. He went to, Cuba. Okay, he went to these different places, and he was bringing, when he would go back to the palace, right, where the king was, he was also bringing back servants from those lands, which were the northern kingdom. But then they sent him into a further voyage, which is when he came across the land of or the soils of that which we call today America, United States of America. So
he tried to get funding for an expedition from Portugal, but King John didn't believe in the small earth theory. He then tried in France, England, and Spain with no luck until 1492, when the Spanish sovereigns Ferdinand and Isabella decided to help fund 3 ships for a voyage.
Right, and that's where you get the Hispaniola Islands from, okay, like Puerto Rico, Portuguese, right? That's why the guy that he had on the boat, I always bring this out. The guy's name was Luis de Torres. He was employed by Christopher Columbus, right? You see, and he knew what? Hebrew, Aramaic, Spanish, Portuguese, French, Latin, and some Arabic, because these are the languages. I mean, well, he knew that they knew that these were Israelites. The first language that he knew was Hebrew. You see, why would he have to know Hebrew? You see, who are these people over here that speak Hebrew? You see what I'm saying? This man knew all those languages because he was dealing with these different people and these land masses over here in the Western Hemisphere, which they called it. Let me see if I can find it. They called it the New World, man. You see? I don't know exactly where. I don't know exactly where it's at, but like I said, he's the basis of this lesson, because he's just showing you that this is the mindset of Esau. So, like we're gonna get in the scriptures, he's gonna have to pay back, what he owed. Like I already did a lesson on the channel of true reparations. You see, but he's gonna have to pay back what he owed, man. Every man got to pay what they owe. The scriptures tell you in Deuteronomy, if you vow a vow, you have to pay it forward. Okay, and their vow, they vowed to be the wicked. Okay, on the left, they vowed to do exactly what the Lord created them to do. Therefore, they have to pay what they owe. Therefore, they're the wicked, so they got to get the judgment of the wicked. You see what I'm saying? We are the people of YAHAWASHI. We vow to that, even though everything's ordained. Therefore, we have to pay what we owe. The Lord said you are bought with a price. So we have to. Everything is paid in full, man. Okay, everything is paid in full. So it says, like I said, I probably, man, Lord willing, man, I always say it, but I always forget. Lord willing, I could put this link in the description box so brothers can look at this, man. There's some good information here, man. I haven't brought this one out before, but I usually use different ones. But yeah, and let's go back to this real quick because I want to get these scriptures.
They saw Columbus as a means to compete against Portugal's success.
And that's why you have a lot of who are they? Haiti, like that's where they got he was over there, and they named it Haiti, right? They were conquering, man. They was going crazy with it, man. And that's why you got a lot of brothers that dwell in certain parts. Damn, I forgot where they at. That speak Portuguese, and you got some brothers in Africa still speak Portuguese. They was taking people. They was taking our people and bringing them back and then taking them there. You know what I'm saying? Like they was like packages, man. Like they was like just some merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Which people are merchandise in a sense, right? Because that's why in the kingdom of heaven, that's like the elder said from Mississippi. He said, I show y'all. He said, damn, what did he say? He said, a king is not a king without servants. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's what Esau understood. Esau kind of grasped the concept of that he wasn't a king unless he had servants, or he had no power unless he had people working for him. That's what I just read. Matter of fact, let's read it one more time for people that's just not tuning in. That's what I just read right here. He said, they do not bear arms and do not know them, for I showed them a sword that they took it by the edge and cut themselves out of ignorance. They would make fine servants. With 50 men, we could subjugate them all and make them do whatever we want. You see, and they understood that's that power. You know what I mean? So, let's get a little bit more of this and get these scriptures and close
The
out.
Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria set sail on August 3rd, 1492.
You see, and that's on a movie Apocalypto. This is exactly how the ships look, with that little cross thing. And they came to crusade, and they came with their swords, and they came, with their army, with great force. On this article, it said that some of the women were naked. So the dude, he just, he took his chance and tried to smash her. She wasn't going for it. He said that she took her nails and scratched him. And he said the pain was, crazy. to the point that he had to take a rag or a towel or some type of rope and tie her up and and have his way with her. And he was talking about the screams and these niggas just gotta go, man. You could read the same thing in First Maccabees, man. It said the land of Israel was covered with confusion. Okay, the women was out of course, man. You see, so they defiled our very essence, man. Which Yahawah allowed them to do because they're that wide of correction. Okay, for us to be sifted out amongst the darkness of this world. You see, because certain individuals have their lot. Everybody have their lot, but certain individuals are considered the little ones, which are the elect. Okay, and the Lord is only coming back for the elect this time, not the whole house of Israel.
After a stop on Grand Canary, the rest of the trip took 5 weeks. On October 12th, land was spotted. It was an island, and at dawn, Columbus went ashore. Because he believed in the small Earth theory, Columbus thought he was near Japan. He called the natives of this island Indians because India was what many Europeans called Asia at the time.
Right, like exactly, and like the lady said in the video, she said that because the Asians were called Indians, and that's why they started calling the Gadites Indians. Because if for real, like if you go back to I ain't gonna go back to the video, but if you look at the beginning of this lesson, the first video that I played, the couple of those ladies, they look like they can pass for Asians. A lot of Gadites look like they can be Asians. See what I'm saying? Like even this little character right here look like he can be an Asian, or a Moabite or a Chinese or a Japanese, right? Moabite or Ammonite. So that so they really just going off stupidity, really, but at the same time they really know.
Time, but the natives were really called the Taino. Trade began between the two parties, but it was clear that the Taino did not possess the fabled riches of East Asia. However, some of them wore gold as jewelry.
Yeah, because the customs that they upheld to were the customs that they had from the ancient world, from being in captivity in Egypt, you know what I'm saying, and just being around that atmosphere. They didn't, like he said, they didn't have the customs of Asia because those are different people. That's why you can look at the Georgia what's it called, the Decalec stone, and you got the what is it, the Los Lunas stone, okay, in New Mexico, right? These different stones with the Hebrew writing, with the Our Father prayer, and they see pyramids because and Lord, when I could put this link in there too. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. Real quick, let's go to Isaiah 14:6 because they're gonna have to pay, man. Let's get this real quick. Let's get these scriptures. Isaiah 14:6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and unhindered. Right. So he ruled. That basically what this saying is that he had no mercy. He still don't have mercy. He shows no type of mercy. He don't have mercy on the land. He don't have mercy on the air, the water. So why would he have mercy on the people of the earth? Okay, the people that tends to the land, the people that tends to the water and the elements and the air that can manipulate the elements. If he don't tend to the elements, why would he tend to the people that uphold the elements that can manipulate them? Like I said, so he rules in anger. Okay, he rules with a continual stroke. There's no letting up. Okay, that's the man of sin. This is Zechariah 1. It's like it. Damn, I'm not spelling it right. What the fuck? See, Esau playing. This is Zechariah 1. Why is it doing this shit, bro? Alright. Oh my god, alright. Alright. Let me get on here, man. Oh damn, what I had? Let me see. I might have been spelling it wrong. Oh, I had an 8 right here. I'm like, what the fuck? I want to get in here. Zechariah. I'm like, what? Alright, anyways, let's get it right here, man. This is Zechariah chapter 1. And let's go down to 15. It says, "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction." So yeah, so they had no mercy. That's the Lord saying that they had no mercy, man. All right, they forwarded the affliction of Israel. You see, they forwarded the affliction of Israel, and the Lord, and we all know that by this man's, let's get Nahum chapter 3 and 1. By them forwarding an affliction, it pushed poverty on our people, depression, and therefore all type of death occurs, suicides, like as you can read in this article. All right, right here it says, by this point, the Arawaks began committing mass suicides. They fed casks of poison to their infants to save them from the Spanish. You see, this is how our people thought. Our people would rather die than eat pork. Our people would rather die than eat crabs and lobster and all that shit, man. But Jake out here is being soft. They not they it's womenized. Not no shade on the strong and sincere women, but when I say womenized, I'm talking about the mindset, because a man is not supposed to think like a woman, and Esau runs his kingdom, and we call it a queendom. Okay, so going back to that, it says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. The noise of a whip, the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their course. They stumble upon their corpse." Because you know what I'm saying. So this man gotta go, man. All right, period, point blank. This nigga gotta go. Let's go to Numbers real quick. Numbers 35. Shit. Numbers 35 and 33. It says, "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are." So right, they came over here. America was fertile, man. America was beautiful, man. The scriptures say, I think in Isaiah, what is it? Let me see. Hold on. See if we can find that. Is it Isaiah 13? Damn, I can't remember where it's at, but the scriptures say that, damn, it's lucky. I can't even remember the quote fully, but basically, like, when the missiles are shot, it talks about the beauty and how the beauty is gonna be changed. Damn, where is that at? Yeah, but anyways, Lord willing, if I remember for the lesson over it, I'm gonna get it. Damn. All right. Yeah. So it says, "So you should not pollute the land where you are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it." So the Lord he's gonna pay recompense, Okay, matter of fact, let's get that word real quick. Let's get that word recompense. Let's read this verse real quick. Deuteronomy 32:35. To me belong vengeance and recompense. You see, their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. Okay, so it's going talking about I believe it's talking about Israel. But let's get this. Let me get this word real quick. Recompense.
Strong's H 8005. Shalem. Shalem.
Man, see the blue letter tripping sometimes, man. Let's get. Here we go. Let's get it in here. We all know Esau not gonna give 100% of the truth. There you go. Like it basically means to reward or to pay back. All right. Recompense, to compensate. You see, reparations. So the Lord, no, reparations belong to the Father. Okay. The compensation belongs to the Father to make return of an equivalent for an equivalent for anything given, done, or suffered. You see. So yeah, so that's the word recompense. So the Lord said he required a recompense, man. That's why he said he has a sacrifice in Basra. Real quick, let's get to Jeremiah 17. We get a few more. We close out Jeremiah 17, and let's go to verse 18. It says, "Let them be confounded that persecute me, but let not me be confounded. Let them be dismayed, but let not me be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with a double destruction." So the Lord is going to give them a double portion. Okay, a double destruction. Okay. The Lord is going to give them a double destruction. Jeremiah, matter of fact, since we're here, might as well get it before we get to these Revelations 18. This is Jeremiah 51. Let's start at the top. It says, "Thus said YAHWASHI, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind." I see being missiles. It says, "And will send unto Babylon fanners." You see, so the Lord is gonna, when you light an incense, all right, when you blow upon that incense, it spreads the fire. Okay, it said, "And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land." These are the nations that's going to go to war with Babylon the Great. Okay. What it say? If the fire be already kindled, you see, and the flames is going to spread. That's why Babylon the Great is no longer going to exist. You see what I'm saying? So why? Because not just one nation, not just one group of people. You're going to have the whole world shooting arrows at this place. All right. You're going to have the whole world shooting arrows at Israel Israel today. Okay. The place. You're going to have all type of arrows being shot. Right. So these are the nations making the situation worse by blowing that flame. It says, "For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about." Right, the nations, right, all the allies that they have are going to turn against Babylon, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. See, I see him being missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, and against him that lift himself up in his bargaining, and spare ye not her young man, destroy ye utterly all her hosts, right, her army. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, right? Because this is when you read Isaiah 47, it says the daughter of Babylon are the Chaldeans, because the Chaldees they were what is it wise, not wise, but yeah, was it they wise men? They were the ones doing all that mystical shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what if I would have kept reading that Nahum, it would have said as her that selleth families through her witchcraft. Because Esau big, and I quoted Isaiah 47. When you continue to read Isaiah 47, it says, "Stand now with thy enchantments and see if they save you." Because, like I said, the Chaldees were the wise men. Okay, they were the ones that was doing all the divination and shit. All right, and it says, "And they that are thrust through in her streets." So that's why Esau is called all these things, for Israel have not been forsaken. You see? So the Lord hasn't forgot us. Second Maccabees 7:16. Nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of armies, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Yasha, flee out of the midst of Babylon, meaning mentally. We're not supposed to leave physically, and because it don't matter where we go, because the whole world gonna be upside down. It is upside down, but the whole world gonna be at war. World War III, the war of all wars, and deliver every man his soul, be not cut off in her iniquity. You see? So the Lord, that's why the Lord said, "Come up hither" in Revelations 11 and Revelations 18. Said, "Flee out of Babylon." So the elect is gonna be beamed up because they're not gonna take part in the destruction of Esau Edom, man, being cut off in her iniquity, that judgment. It says, "For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, and he will render unto her a recompense." Right? He's going to render unto her a reward, okay? A compensation, okay? Damn, what's that? Matter of fact, hold on. Let's get this verse real quick. Jumping down to 24. "And I will render unto Babylon." You see, so the Lord's going to render. He's going to pay back, man, unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea, all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, said YAHWASHI. So the Lord is going to pay back Israel by giving you double the portion. You see? Because while the Lord is against thee, O destroying mountain, right? Your government, he's against you, oh you great and fearful and wicked nation. Okay, mountain is a strong government. All right. "And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and rule thee down from the rocks," right? Your bunkers. Jeremiah 16. He's gonna turn the fishers into hunters, and will make thee a burnt mountain. Right. Your government shall fall, because government means control. Government means control. Means mind. So control. Government means to control the mind. You see. So your spell you have on the mind of Jake is gonna be destroyed, man. Let's go to what's the real quick, Colossians. Three and 25. "But he that doeth wrong shall receive the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons." So the Lord is going to Galatians. Let's get that real quick. The Lord is going to give you what you reap, which is what you sow, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and you what? Now the works, Galatians 5:19. "Now the works of the flesh are manifest, and you are the works of the flesh." Okay, you are the man of sin. Okay, this is Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. You see, so for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. So the Lord is going to pay back. He's going to recompense, double on your head, man. You see, he's going to pay. He's going to get what you owe, man. You see, and it's going to happen by the way of what you subscribe to, which is the flesh. This is why the lake of fire, your judgment is going to be a physical judgment. You see, which is how judgment plays out anyways on earth. But he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap everlasting life. You see, so damn, what's a precept I just thought of? It's like y'all, mind a little bit over the place. Damn, I can't remember right now, but let's go to Revelations 18 and 6. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she had filled to her double. Right. So how you destroyed us, all right, in front of our women. You took our women, you took our children, you held them upside down like they was a piece of raw chicken. You tossed them and fed them to alligators. All the different things you've done is going to come back on you, man. Matter of fact, you don't believe me? Let me just get one to prove that real quick. This is Isaiah 14. And it's Isaiah 14. And let's start at 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them. Against who, O Lord? Said the Lord of armies, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant, and son, and nephew, said YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. You see? So the Lord is not playing, man. He's gonna get what you owe, bro. Like, you think you have escaped. I just read earlier Proverbs 19:5. The one who speak lies, the one who do wicked shall not escape. So you're not gonna escape the judgment coming for you, man. The recompense that for the things and atrocities that you have put on the people of Israel, man. Matter of fact, let me grab this real quick. This is Revelation 16 and 19. And the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahawah, to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. You see, so your sins are so bad, your wickedness is so bad and so great that the Lord, he remembered how great that wickedness is, in a sense of achieving what it set out to do. The Lord, it says, in great Babylon came in remembrance before the Most High. It's like when you got scarred so bad, I'm not saying the Most High scarred, but just giving you an example. Like when something happened, say something happened when you were younger, and then now you remember it 20 years later, but you remember it to the point that you didn't finish, or you have to go back into time per se to handle that in the future. Like in the future tense, we're handling something that happened in the past, and that's what the Father is doing. When you go to Psalms real quick, Psalm 73. And 20. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou should despise their image. So the Lord is despising the image of Babylon the Great. Okay? The image of the beast is separate from his mark. And the image comes with his philosophies and his doctrine. So the Lord is remembering how you forwarded our afflictions out, as I brought out. He's remembering all the the extraness that you have done, tying our arms to horses and lighting the bodies on fire, smacking the asses and making the horses go different ways and the body split, man. Literally tying a Jake up to a moving vehicle and driving miles and miles and miles until the body rip apart. You know, burning a body, you know, and setting up your family dinner and eating your sandwiches while the body's burning like a campfire. And then you see the sparrow, you know, you see the crows and all the scavengers come and eat, you know, eating on the body. You know, you taking pictures and shit like it's a game. You know, you gotta pay, bro. You gotta pay. This Jeremiah 16. I mentioned it, might as well get it. Jeremiah 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after would I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So those underground bunkers that you got in the water and you know in the mountains, the Lord's gonna give us powers to bring your goofy ass up out from the rocks, man. Okay. For my eyes are upon all their ways. You see, you're not going to escape, man. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes. Your iniquity is just sin upon sin upon sin upon sin. It's not hid from the eyes of the Lord. He said, and first, I will recompense their iniquity. You see? So you're going to receive double, man. The Lord is going to pay back and reward what need to be rewarded. You see? And their sin double, you see? Because they have defiled my land, they have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their distasteful and abominable things. You see, so the Lord said that he's coming to reward every man according to his work shall be. You see? It's like it. Revelations 22:12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. And that's for the wicked as well, man. They're going to receive their reward, which is death, okay? Which is ultimately death. Esau is never going to exist again. This is Revelations 20:4. Damn, now my computer don't turn off. Revelation 20:4, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahawashi and for the word of Yahawah, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads. These are two different neithers in the Greeks. Ote and I forgot the other one, ooh, or something like that. Right? These are two different neithers showing you that never. This neither right here, it means never had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. You see, because this is how you know it can't be sin, because we all went off Romans 11. So it's something physical that we never took part of, and we chose death rather than to bow down and show servitude to this dude, man. Had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they live and reign with Hamashiach 1,000 years, but the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection. Hey, can you get the charger for me real quick? I don't know where yours at. Let me get yours. Yeah, it's about to cut off the water. On such the second death have no power, but they shall be priests of Yahawah and of Hamashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. In that 1,000 years, we're going to be building up the kingdom, man. And we're going to use Esau Edom to do so, man. And when the 1,000 years are expired, you know, that's something else. Yeah, so that's going into a different, you know, that's how the spirit works, you know, from 1 to 3, you know, it's talking about the same time frame as 7 on down. And 4 through 6 is talking about in the kingdom. All right, but so we can close with this. Isaiah 61. Shit, sorry. Isaiah 61. It's Isaiah 61. Let's go straight to the point. And 4, and they shall build the old waste. They shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. And you're going to repair what you destroyed. And it's going to take 1,000 years, man. You see? And so the Lord is going to put you in hardcore bondage, hardcore slavery, man. All right? Isaiah 14. You know, he's going to, and 1 and 2, you know, on down. He's going to do what you done to us, but double, but in righteousness, not in wickedness. We're not going to go, buck breaking your men and all this all this shit that you've done on the like this to the extreme. We're not going to be doing that shit, burning your bodies, eating sandwiches and shit. And, that's stupid, man. It says, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. Right? You're gonna till the ground. You're gonna be the ones planting our crops. You're gonna be the ones tending to our kingdom, because real land, having land and cattle and sheep is real wealth. So you're gonna be the one tending to all of that, man. Because we're gonna be at rest. We're not gonna have to do all that shit that you make us do in this fucking kingdom, man. But ye shall be named the priest. Excuse my foreign language. But ye shall be named the priests of YAHAWASHI. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. And ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles. Right. We're going to eat your riches. We're going to receive all what you consider to be your glory. Isaiah 60 and 10 on down. We're going to receive all of that. And double and triple and quadruple. And in their glory shall you boast yourselves. And then we're going to take all your stuff that you gloried in, and we're going to take it and we're going to boast ourselves that we have your items, just like you did us. When you read First Maccabees, the items, it said the gold and silver which he found. Talking about Antiochus. So all the shit that you have, you found or you stole. Okay? Which when you find something, when you walk away with it, you steal it. All the things that you have in this world is not yours, okay? It's not even the way you think. You see, it's showing you that you're nothing. You see, you're nothing. Like the scriptures say in Isaiah, you're to a drop, to a bucket. You're nothing, man. All right, for your shame you shall have double. You see, for your shame you shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore, in their land they shall possess the double. Woo! You see? Therefore, in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. So he's going to reward you double, and that double we're going to have in possession. And we're going to rule over that double, to judge that double, because that double is going to be poured upon you. You're not going to have no rain upon your land, meaning you're not going to be fruitful. Everything right now you do is an example of how you're going to be in the kingdom. Okay? The Lord is going to keep you at the vibration of death. But at the same time, you're going to be building our sanctuary. You're going to be building the kingdom up. Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. And you're going to be building the cities up, the same cities that you destroyed. Not with your concrete, right? Not with your freeways. We're not going to need those puny ass freeways because we have chariots. You're going to be doing things that you never thought your hands can do. You see? To the point that we're going to be like, damn, this nigga talented. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's going to be that beautiful. It's going to be that sculpted that you're going to be looked at as the talented in a sense, because it's going to be that perfect. The Lord, YAHAWASHI, is going to put the spirit on you and the nations to build everything back up and glorify, like you read in Tobit 13. Okay, Revelations 21 and Revelations 22. The kingdom of heaven, the gold cities. The Lord is going to have you making the cities of gold, man. Okay, the capital, which is Israel, or Jerusalem, Rawchaa, He's going to make you build the walls with precious stones, and man, it's going to be crazy. Your hands going to be all bloody. I don't know. I'm just saying, but the Lord is going to do this because while you have defiled his sanctuary, you have defiled his land. And therefore he have to bomb his own land, you know what I'm saying? Because you dwelled there and you defiled it, man. You see? Jumping down to 9 in this last verse. And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed which Yahweh hath blessed. And that's what people are going to do. Isaiah chapter 2. You're going to see us and not no longer call us niggas and all these different words, Indians and different stuff like that. You're going to see us and say, like Deuteronomy 4, who else has a power so near unto them? Man, they are really blessed. And that's why the nations are going to rejoice, because they're going to rejoice, because they're going to be blessed as well, because we're back on top. And while we're ruling, the whole world's going to flourish. You see? So therefore, that by default, they're going to have their own land. They're going to have, you know, children or whatnot. I believe, you know, because they're going to be blessed too. The scriptures say children are a heritage to the Lord. All right? So, I mean, this went long enough. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want this to be that long, but it is what it is, man. You know, so with that being said, man, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, the body and lambs, sheep, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Hey, there was no mercy. You showed no mercy. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, the Lord is going to pay a recompense. He's going to pay. He's gonna. Matter of fact, let's get that one more time. To compensate, he's going to compensate to make return of an equivalent for anything given, done, or suffered. So, hey, he that live by the sword shall die by the sword. You see, the one you kill by the sword. I mean, you kill with the sword. You're gonna perish with the sword, and you must be killed by the sword. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's the word? That's true reparations, like I said earlier. To compensate, that's true compensation for you to just get slaughtered like you slaughtered our people. And that's what the Lord is about to do. Okay, so with that, oh damn, I wasn't even showing it. It's like it. Yeah, so with that, you know, this is what I was showing. But with that, man, I pray that this edifies. Again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH, double honor to our apostles and our elders, the great millstone, we will teach you in sound doctrine. Strong shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude, men, women, and children, that the Lord will have mercy on in these last days. Brother HAQADASH, shalom.